Hello everyone, welcome back to Techno Charts. And in today's video, we are going to talk about how to read stock charts, a step-by-step guide. Now, learning how to trade the stock market successfully can come with a lot of different challenges, and there are many different strategies that are available into the markets with hundreds of indicators and hundreds of combinations of strategies, and we do not know how to apply or which one to apply, right? So something that can help us to create an edge over the market is reading the charts accurately and analyzing the stock charts accurately. So in this video we are going to talk about how to start your trading journey and how you can start reading charts to find high probability trades. So what exactly is a stock chart, right? So we need to understand what is a stock chart. So basically it is a representation of price on the screen, and where the buyers and sellers take part into the transaction, and that is getting replicated on the chart. So for example, a 15-minute stock chart shows what the price is doing every 15 minutes, or if you look at the weekly time frame, then it shows what happened into that particular week. So stock charts are generally used to get an idea of what the price has done into the past and what could it do into the future by looking at the chart patterns, right? So if you know the cup and handle pattern, and if you see that a stock is breaking out, right? So in this case we can analyze that after the stock breaks out, the stock generally moves up around 10 to 20% and then pullbacks. So similarly, this has been coming, or this has been repeating again and again, as human emotions do not change. That is why the stock chart patterns and the stock price movement does not change over a period of time. So what choosing the best stock chart? Now there are many stock charts that you can use to analyze your trades. The first one we are going to discuss is the line chart. This is one of the most simplest of all the stock market charts, and this also has the least information in the charts, where it is just one line moving higher or lower, right? So if you go to the tradingview.com, and here we have an option of bar style, and in this we can see there's an option of line chart. As we can see here, it only plots the price of the opening and the closing. The problem with line chart is it does not show the high and the low price of that day or of that particular time period. As the price moves higher or lower, the line chart will be updated and form a line. This is good for spotting resistance and support only, because we do not want, in case we do not want the wicks and the tails, then we can directly use the line chart that can avoid us the noise that is present in different types of chart. The second type of chart that we can see is the bar chart. And the bar chart and the candlestick chart are almost the similar, where the bar chart shows you more information than the line chart, as it shows you the open and high price with close and low price also. So into the indicator section, beside the indicator section in the bar style, we can see there is a bars option, right? So once I select that, you can see that the chart will get plotted into the bar style, and this is the bar chart. Here we see there's a line, and there's an opening and closing line that you can see on the left and right, that is there, right? The left hand side is the open price, and the right hand side is the close price, where the high and the low are common, right? So this is how you can analyze the bar chart. The third type of chart that we can see is the normal Japanese candlestick chart that everyone uses into day-to-day life. It is one of the most commonly used chart, where we can see that there is a body also present, and we can see the high, close, low, and the opening price also for that particular day. The red candle generally means that the price was bearish on that day, or the price has fallen on that particular day, and a green candlestick generally means that the price has risen on that particular day, right? So this is how a normal candlestick chart looks, and generally we use normal candlestick chart in our day-to-day life, apart with the bar chart also. Bar chart look really cool, that's why most of the time you will see that people are using the bar chart, else candlestick chart are more than enough to analyze the trades, right? So we can use the bar chart or the candlestick chart to mark the support and resistance also, where it depends. If you want to connect the high and low price of the chart, then we will select the high and low price, right? Or otherwise we can directly use the rectangle tool that is present to mark the areas of support and resistance, like this. Okay, if we look at any of the random chart, then we will see that Yeah. So in this example, we can clearly see that here the support area we have marked is with a combination of both the body as well as the lowest price, right? So this is how you can use the bar chart. Now apart from this, personally I prefer the bar chart and the candlestick chart over a period of time, because candlestick chart help us to analyze the trend in a clear manner where the candlestick is clearly visible, and bar chart looks good on the chart, and hence I use that for representing some on other different platforms. Now, how to read the stock charts. Basically, once we have decided whether we want to use the line chart, bar chart, or the normal candlestick chart, then we will decide include, like, look for the obvious trend of the stocks, whether the stock is forming higher high, higher low, or whether the stock is, for example, if a stock is forming higher high, higher low, then we would look for bullish trades. If a stock is forming lower high, lower low, then we would be looking for bearish trades, like, right? Then use support and resistance to mark the areas of reversal, so that if, for example, if the stock is at support and if we see a rejection, then we can go long at this area. Similarly, if we see that the stock is at resistance and the stock is turning from that area, then we can go short at this particular area. So support and resistance can help us to identify the areas of reversals or areas of supply and demand. The third thing that you can use is to add important indicators to analyze the chart. For example, you can use the moving averages to identify the trend. For if the stock is above the 200-day moving average, then that means that the stock is bullish. If the stock is below the 200-day moving average, then the longer term trend of the stock is bearish. So you can use 200-day moving average. You can use the 30-week moving average, for example, for stage analysis. Coming to stage analysis, we are having a mentorship program starting from next week, where we are going to talk about relative strength, stage analysis, how to book profit, and how to write the trends for a longer period of time. You can use the link in the description below to for the payment, and you will be guided to the WhatsApp group automatically once you complete the payment. You will also get a bonus of private access to the Telegram group that is worth 1500, and a private option selling strategy that I am personally using with the mentorship program, that is absolutely for free of cost. And if you are interested, then kindly use the description link and complete the payment. Coming back to the stock charts, the third thing that you can use is follow volume information. So volumes play a very important role in trading. So currently I have hidden the volumes here. If you look at the volumes now, for example, in case of Naukri.com, you could have, if you just analyze the volume at the top of a trend, then you can definitely see that the stock had given us an early exit after the stock had given us a rejection at this area with a volume. Similar things happened with LIC Housing Finance, IRCTC, and different other stocks that have fallen drastically. So if you use volume information, then volume can help us to identify the areas of reversal, and we will look into each of the four methods into a deeper manner into the coming video, right? So the first method is look for the obvious trend. Now trading with the obvious trend can be often rewarding, right? So most of the time we are looking for stocks that are in a downtrend or the stocks that are gone cheaper. So you will see that stocks that are continuously falling, and mostly people will say buy the stock as it has become cheap. But most of the time you will see that a cheap stocks generally goes on to become more cheaper as there is no demand for that particular script, right? So here the stock was at 540 rupees and the stock is continuously falling. That means that there is no demand for that particular script, and hence that is why the stock is falling, right? So you should be looking for the obvious trends where a stock forming a higher high, higher low pattern is visible, and then look for buy trades, because the stock gives you a good low risk, high reward opportunity in case of swings. And so here is a clear example of CDSL. If we check the chart of CDSL with the line chart, let's say we will use a combination of CDSL and with the line chart. So here you see that the stock is forming a higher high, higher low pattern continuously, right? So you could use the areas of reversal to on the daily time period to take an entry. The second example we can use is of intellect design, where, or Infobean avenues, let's say, where the stock is forming a clear higher high, higher low pattern, and here the stock had given us a breakout, and then the stock is continuously forming higher high, higher low pattern, right? So this gives us a low risk, high reward opportunity. The third method that you can use is for the areas of support and resistance, right? So support and resistance are some of the most common method that you can use in your trading. Either look for support or resistance to bounce or for a breakout. So in case the support breaks down, okay, so in case the support breaks down or in case the resistance breakouts, then we will look for buying opportunity, or if there is a rejection that is happening, then we will look for shorting opportunities, right? So here we see that there is an area of rejection, and here we see that there is an area of breakout. So here we would have looked for shorting opportunities, and here we would have looked for long opportunities, right? So support and resistance would be simply used for areas of breakout or breakdown, right? Now adding important indicators is the third method, where we will use the moving averages. Simple moving average, exponential moving averages are one of the most commonly used indicators, which can help you to identify the trend. If a stock is trading above the moving average, let's go to the indicator section. In the indicator section, type here moving averages. So once you use the moving averages, I have already applied into the chart, and once you type here moving averages, then you can directly use the 200-day moving average. Uh, I use exponential moving average in my chart, and you can see that, sorry, you can see in my chart that stock tries to take support near the moving average if the stock is in an uptrend, or if we look for a stock in a downtrend, then you will see that the stock will take resistance from the 200-day moving average along with different moving averages, right? So it depends upon stock to stock how the stock is performing, and you can use combination of different moving averages, such as 100, 200, 50, 30-week moving average on the weekly time period, right? So stock, if a stock is trading above a certain moving average, then the trend is bullish, and if it is trading below the certain moving average, then the trend is bearish. The third or the fourth or the final method that we are looking for is following volume information. Volume in a stock market is the amount of shares that are being traded, basically. So volume is a key indicator in the stock market because it helps us to analyze where the bigger players are interested, or where HNIs, FIIs, DIs are present, right? So when a stock price is moving higher with increased volume, that means it is a good sign that players are interested into that stock and the stock is strong. And the opposite is also true. If the stock price is falling with higher volumes, then that means the stock is losing momentum and the stock has a higher probability of a reversal. Similarly, if the volume starts to become less and less after a large move, or a large move higher or lower, it could be a sign that there is a potential reversal in the opposite direction, right? So climax selling at the top of the trend is one of the most common reversals that you can see with the volumes, where if after the stock has had a great run up of around 300 400% in a shorter period of time, then you will see a big red volume candle along with a reversal happening at the top of a trend. That means mostly after this the stock becomes sideways completely and then breaks down and enters into stage 4. What are the different stages of a stock? We are going to discuss about this into the mentorship program, for which the link is there in the description, and you can pay and join the mentorship program. Do not miss if you are looking to learn about the markets in case of technical analysis, right? Similar thing happened in IRCTC, where the short signal was given exactly on the breakdown, and most of my clients and most of my mentorship program students exited the stock when the stock had given us the stage 4 breakdown. And you can see that how the FIIs are also, and the DIs, in this case the DIs are clearly selling the stake continuously, and in case of IEX the FIIs are continuously selling the stake. So volume expansion on breakout is also important because we are looking for stock to form higher high, higher low along with volume expansion, right? So this was all about the basics of how you can try to understand and read the charts. And now this is the feedback of the mentorship program, and this is what the mentees have to say, where they have clearly liked the program and they have clearly learned a lot. Definitely people have made money and they're clearly learning every day and being independent. The main motto is to be independent. Along with that, you'll get private access to the Telegram channel along with Q&A sessions and additional support for 3 months, right? So this is the link for the payment, and the PDF will also be provided in the description below, so you can download the PDF and share it with the friends. Thank you. If you like the video, do share it with your friends. Have a great day.